Alright, we're here at the Old City Cemetery here in Sacramento, California, and that right there is the grave of Union soldiers who fought in the Civil War. However, we're not here for that, but I thought I would just share that with you because some people don't know that there are Civil War veterans who fought and that they're buried right here in downtown Sacramento, here at the Old City Cemetery. Now today we're here to see the Woosleys, as they're buried right over here. Here we are. We got the Woosley plot. We have Dad, who is Luther, and Mom, who is Mary, and then here is the daughter, May Woosley. You got little trinkets and stuff here, little trinkets and whatnot. People leave for her. People say that she's at peace. However, they say that she's not resting. Some people come out here to the cemetery. They'll let people know that they see a little girl playing in the cemetery here, and it's believed to be May Woosley. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. I've never seen it with my own eyes. I'm just telling you what I've read and what I've been told. She was almost 13 years old when she passed away in September of 1974. Excuse me, 1879. Not all these videos can be perfect, folks. I get everything wrong sometimes, and I gotta make up for it. But anywho, so this is her grave, and yeah, and now we're gonna go ahead and check out the location of where she was raised. Alright everybody, how's it going? Right now we are here at 916 E Street in Sacramento, California, downtown Sacramento. And as you can see, the house is built up just like this one here. Most of the houses here are built up because not too far away is the Sacramento River, and the Sacramento River used to flood all the time, and eventually there was really bad floods in 1850 something. I can't remember the exact date, and a lot of people got sick because the water got contaminated with waste and whatnot, and people died of cholera outbreak. Anywho, enough about that. It's a little side note. So this is here is E Street. There's a park, a bunch of kids out there having a good time, screaming, yelling. There's E Street as well, and here's I'm not sure. These look like apartments here, duplexes, perhaps. There's park enforcement, otherwise known as parking Nazis. But anyways, this here is the Woosley house, and this is where May and Mary and Luther Woosley lived. This was their house. And a little bit about this house here. After Mary had passed away, the family was deeply heartbroken. And during this period of time, spiritualism was a very popular thing. Having seances and Ouija boards and all that type of stuff. And anyways, like I said, family was very just saddened by Mary's death. And in this household here, they did a seance. They tried to contact Mary from the grave, and to see how she was doing. And they weren't successful at all. Of course, later on in history, we would find out that Harry Houdini, the world famous magician, would go on to try to prove that spiritualism, seances, it's all fake and phony. It's all just a bunch of trickery of the eye, like a deck of cards. But anyways, so eventually down the road, Mary would eventually had passed away in this household. And I don't know about Luther. I don't know where he passed away. I can't seem to find that information. But in 1979, a gentleman bought this house and was actually renovating it. Was renovating this household, and got up to the very top of the house, where the staircase is, and found what looked like a door that was, or something that was in the wall, or some kind of wall or ceiling. I can't remember. Anyways, he was able to open it up, pry it open, and in that location he found a black leather treasure chest. And in that treasure chest was belongings of May Woosley, and there was clothing in there, and pictures, and you know, kids things, things that kids have, and I believe I remember there was like a rolling pin in there. There's some other things, but mainly most of the things that were in this treasure chest belonged to May Woosley. And so also in there was also a letter that's believed to be written by her from the grave. And I will go ahead and recite what the letter says. So besides the letter, if you want to go see the treasure chest today that has her belongings, you can go down to the Crocker Art Museum in Sacramento and see it on display with her clothes and a picture of her and her family and some other items. But the actual letter that's believed to be written by her from the grave, whether or not that really happened or not, I don't know. You make the decision. Anywho, I believe that the city library has a copy of it, or owns the actual copy. But my understanding is that the Crocker Art Museum does not have the letter on display. I was told that they did, but for my research, they don't have that on display. So, anywho, this is the Woosley house here at 916 East Street in Sacramento, California. Looks quite different today than obviously it did in the mid-1800s. But, you know, that's going to happen over time. People move in and they renovate places and they give it their own charm. And but I think it's awesome that this is a piece of history and still standing for other generations to see. And I don't know how many people know that this is where the Woosleys lived, but in my research, this is what I found. So I thought I'd just come here on location and show you. And yeah.